Good morning, dear children. Welcome to English class. This is your English teacher, Kumaresan. I hope everyone is doing good. Stay home and stay safe. Starts with today's class with meaningful quote. Yes, children.
Forget the mistake, but remember the lesson. Yes, children, I repeat once again. Today's quote is forget the mistake, but remember the lesson. Followed this meaningful quote, we will begin today's class. Am I right, children? Now let us learn about uncountable nouns. Now let us learn about uncountable nouns. But before going to the actual classes today, let's begin or let's revise the previous class note. In the previous class, we have learned countable nouns. Am I right, children? We have looked over the countable nouns. What is meant by countable noun? Can you tell me some kind of examples of countable nouns? Countable nouns is nothing but objects or nouns that can be count. Objects or nouns that can be count using numbers are countable. If you are able to count the objects or nouns using numbers, that could be a countable nouns. It is quite opposite from uncountable nouns. Are you clear? Yes. We will see some more examples, as well as this means that we can put a number before the object. Okay, when we put the number before the object, it should mean exactly. For example, 2 books, 1 bags, 30 girls and 20 cups are some examples of countable nouns. Have you listened? So I put a number before the noun. It should be meaningful. Okay, as well as countable nouns ask the question how many. Usually the countable nouns ask the question how many. Okay, for example, how many buses? 3 buses. How many books? 2 books. How many cups? 12 cups. How many flowers? 7 flowers. So these all about our previous class countable noun. Let us learn about uncountable noun. Okay, now we will going to learn uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns. These are nouns that name the objects that cannot be counted using numbers. These are nouns that name the objects that cannot be counted using numbers. This means that we cannot put a number before those objects. I said already, it is quite different. It is the opposite of countable nouns. In countable nouns, we can put a number before the object. We can count, it makes sense, but it is opposite of countable nouns. We cannot put the number before the object to identify the counting of the nouns. Okay, this means that we cannot put a number before those objects. For examples, so what are the examples of uncountable nouns? Just look at the screen. Sugar, water, milk, oil and rice are some examples of uncountable nouns. I repeat once again. Sugar, water, milk, oil, rice. These are the some examples of uncountable nouns. We cannot say, please give me 5 sugar. Am I right, children? And they want 7 water. Or I drink 1 milk every day. Okay, children, we can't say these are the nouns before the number value. Uncountable nouns do not have a plural forms. It means this uncountable noun, singular as well as the plural, remains the same. So we don't use the plural form of this kind of uncountable nouns because of the singular as well as the plural remains the same. For example, jam, jam. luggage, luggage, sand, sand, salt, salt, bread, bread, floor, floor. So these are the singular thing as well as the plural form of the nouns. Now look at this uncountable noun, water. Now look at this uncountable noun, water. Some water, a little water, a glass of water. I repeat once again. From water we can say the water for some water, a little water, a glass of water. There is some water in the jug. There is little water in the bottle. Can I have a glass of water? Observe the way we used the uncountable nouns with use of some, little, any, much, less, a lot of, a bag of, and so on, to show the quality of uncountable nouns. To show the quality of uncountable nouns. For example, much snow, some flour, little cheese, a bag of rice. Remember that uncountable nouns are not countable. Remember children, always the uncountable nouns are not countable. We cannot put the number before them. We cannot put the number before them. This means that to measure them, we must use other units of measurements. But the way we need to measure those things is, but we had another measurements. So what are the measurements? Let us see. For example, 5 kilograms of rice. 5 kilograms of rice, 3 liters of oil, 2 cups of tea. So these are the way we need to measure those nouns. We can modify uncountable nouns with quality words and phrases to make them comfortable. Yeah children, we can modify uncountable noun with quality words and phrases to make them countable. Abstract nouns are uncountable nouns. For example, happiness, patriotism, laziness. We cannot count above words. Am I right? All those and abstract nouns we can't count with use of numbers. So abstract nouns also there will be a uncountable nouns. So these are the words that name ideas, feelings and qualities that you cannot feel, touch or see are mostly uncountable nouns. We already seen what is mean by abstract noun, what those things we can't see, we can't hear, we can't taste it, we can't smell it, those things are abstract noun. The same thing, those are also uncountable nouns. There are some more type of uncountable nouns that cannot be counted. So the remaining part of the things also that could be in uncountable nouns. What are the things? The first one, materials. Example, plastic, wool and cotton. Those things we can't count. Okay, so that's why it comes under the uncountable nouns. The second one is food items. For example, juice, butter and bread. The third one is resources. Example, coal, iron and wood are all uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns also the question how much. Uncountable noun also the question how much. Remember children, countable noun also the question asked how much only. For example, how much time, little time. How much salt, less salt. How much happiness, a lot of happiness. How much money, some money. But from the countable noun we gave the answer with numbers, but here we give the answer with little, less, a lot of, some. So these are the words when we give the answer by the question how much we had used. Then any is used in negative sentence with both countable and uncountable nouns. Remember children, any is used in negative sentence with both countable as well as uncountable nouns. How it works? Let's see some examples. I don't have any toys. Here any is as used as negative. He or she don't have any toys. Then second one, we don't have any bread. To revise countable nouns and uncountable nouns using numbers, they answer the question how many. Countable nouns cannot be counted using numbers. Uncountable nouns are measured. They answer the question how much. Am I right children? So these are about today's class. I repeat once again. Today we have completed with uncountable nouns. So you should remember what we had did in the class. Yes, we started from uncountable nouns. We gave some definition of uncountable nouns. What are the definitions? These are nouns that name the object that cannot be counted using numbers. We don't use a number before a noun, okay, before a noun or objects. That could be uncountable nouns. So some kind of examples I gave you: water, sugar, milk, oil and rice. These are some examples of uncountable nouns. But apart from these, materials, food items, resources or could be in uncountable nouns. The common thing is the question word is how much is used for both countable and uncountable nouns. From countable nouns we give an answer with numbers. Yes, how many buses? 3 buses. Before the noun there will be number value is used to answer the question. But from uncountable noun, from the question how much time, here we give the answer little time. Here instead of number we give a little. Okay, so these are the difference between countable noun and uncountable nouns. So what are the words we can use for uncountable nouns? By answering those questions: little, less, a lot of and some. So these are the answering words when we instead of using numbers. Right children? Apart from any is used as a negative form only. Then so children, these are all about today's class. After completing this class, I have given such interesting questions in your Google form test. So kindly find the test and complete the test without fail. Right? If you have any doubt or questions during this class, during watching this class, you can note it down all those things in your notebook, and we will discuss during the oral test. During the live interact section, you can ask the question and get the clear idea of your doubts. Thank you children. Stay home and stay safe. Bye bye. See you.